You are far more powerful than you believe, and at the same time, much simpler than you imagine. Right now, as you listen to these words, you are not just a person sitting or lying somewhere. You are living inside a story that you have been telling yourself for many years. You are living inside a dream that you did not know was a dream. And this dream has been shaping how you see yourself, how you see other people, and how you see life. This story has a main character. You call that character I. I am this kind of person. I am good. I am bad. I am worthy. I am not enough. Around this main character, many other characters move. Your family, your partners, your friends, your enemies, your co-workers, your teachers, your children, the strangers you pass on the street. They all appear inside the story of your life. They come in, they leave, they speak, they act, they hurt you, they help you. And all of this happens inside your dream. Most people never realize that it is a dream. They believe this story is the absolute truth. They don't see it as a story, they see it as just the way it is. Because of this, they suffer. They suffer without knowing why. And they try to change the story by trying to change the secondary characters instead of looking at the main character and the storyteller. The mastery of awareness is the art of seeing this dream. It is the art of seeing your own story as a story, seeing your own mind as a storyteller, seeing your own life as a work of art. When you become aware, you stop being only the character. You begin to recognize that you are also the author, the artist, and even the light that illuminates the whole stage. For most of your life, you have been trained to live in a dream of suffering. This training did not happen because people were evil. It happened because they were also asleep, also dreaming without awareness. They pass their dream to you, just as it was passed to them. From the time you were small, you learned that love was something you had to earn. You learned that you needed to behave a certain way to be accepted. You needed to get good grades, be polite, be quiet, be strong, be pretty, be successful. You learned that if you did not meet these conditions, you might be punished, rejected, or ignored. So the main character in your story began to take shape. I am good when I please them. I am bad when I disappoint them. I am safe when they approve of me. I am in danger when they disapprove of me. You learn to take everything personally. A frown on someone's face meant you did something wrong. A word of criticism became a knife in your heart. A rejection, a breakup, a failure at work felt like proof that something was wrong with you. That was the dream you inherited, a dream where your value was always at risk, always in question. In this dream, you also learned to try to control others. You tried to make them love you, make them stay, make them see you the way you wanted to be seen. You tried to read their minds, guess their needs, anticipate their judgments. You made assumptions about what they felt and thought, and very often those assumptions were not true, but you suffered as if they were completely true. You created a personal hell inside your mind, not because you are bad, but because you were domesticated into a dream of fear and conditional love. You saw yourself through the eyes of this dream, and you believed the lies that came with it. Maybe you still carry some of those lies. I am not good enough. I am broken. I don't deserve love. I am too much. I am not enough. I must fix myself before I can be loved. These are not the truth. These are lies that have been repeated so often in your mind that they began to feel like truth. They create a dream of suffering. The mastery of awareness begins when you start to see these lies for what they are. Just words, just ideas, just agreements that you once made, perhaps without knowing. Awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room. The furniture was always there. The objects were always there. But before you could not see them clearly. You bumped into them, you got hurt, you were confused. When the light comes on, the room does not change. What changes is your ability to see. In the same way your life is here, your body is here, your relationships are here, your past is what it is. These things do not suddenly disappear when you become aware. But you see them differently. You see them with clarity instead of confusion, with truth instead of lies, with love instead of fear. To master awareness, you begin by recognizing that your life is a dream, a story. You do not use this idea to escape reality. You use it to see reality more clearly. You acknowledge, I am the main character in my story. Every person I meet appears inside my dream. They have their own dream too, but I cannot see it completely. I only see the version of them that exists in my mind. When someone speaks to you, you do not only hear their words, you interpret those words according to your sa. Tori, when someone looks at you, you interpret their expression based on your past, your wounds, your agreements. Two people can say the same phrase to you, and it can mean two very different things in your inner world. This is why one person's criticism can feel devastating, while another person's words roll off your back like nothing. It is not the words themselves, it is the story inside you that reacts. It is the main character shaped by old agreements that takes things personally and suffers. In the dream of suffering, you believe that the problem is outside, other people, circumstances, the world, fate, even God. You blame them for your pain, or you blame yourself and carry enormous guilt. But the real conflict is not out there. The real conflict is inside, between truth and lies in your own mind. The mind stores voices like echoes of the past. One voice is a judge, always measuring you against invisible standards, always criticizing, always finding fault. Another voice is a victim, always feeling powerless, always feeling not enough, always feeling small. These voices fight with each other, and you stand in the middle believing both. This creates inner chaos. When the judge speaks, it says, "You should have done better. Look at your failures. You are not worthy." When the victim speaks, it says, "I cannot change, I am broken, life is unfair, poor me." For many people, this war never stops. It becomes the background sound of their life. So familiar that they no longer notice it. They only feel tired, anxious, sad, or angry without knowing why. The mastery of awareness is to start noticing these voices without automatically believing them. You become the witness. You learn to see that the judge and the victim are characters in the mind, created through years of training, years of agreements. They are not the real you. They are not the force of life that you are. They are like ghosts of memory and imagination, still talking, even when the moments that created them are long gone. Truth does not need to argue. Truth is simple, quiet, and clear. A lie must be repeated many times, defended, protected, explained. That is why the mind becomes noisy when it is full of lies. You hear so many opinions about yourself, from parents, teachers, friends, partners, the media, society. You try to organize them all and build an identity, but many of those opinions were never true. Awareness gives you a choice. You can look at a thought in your mind and ask, is this really true? Does this thought come from love or from fear? Does it bring me peace or does it bring me suffering? If it brings you suffering, it is not aligned with truth. Even if it seems logical, even if many people agree with it, if it creates inner hell, it is not a thought that serves your life. Truth always brings peace, even if it is uncomfortable for a moment. When you accept the truth about your feelings, your past, your mistakes, your needs, something relaxes inside you. You stop pretending to be someone you are not. You stop fighting what is real. You begin to see that you are not the lies. You are the awareness that sees them. This same awareness says, a look at the body with new eyes. You have lived with your body since the moment you were born, but maybe you have not really seen it. You may have judged it, compared it, punished it, pushed it beyond its limits, or ignored its needs. You may have treated your body with cruelty, believing lies about its worth. Your body is the love of your life. It is your most loyal companion. It wakes up with you every morning. It follows you through all your stories. It feels every emotion you feel. It receives every thought you think as a chemical message, a tension, a relaxation. When you are afraid, your body tightens. When you are at peace, your body softens. It never rebels against you. It does its best every day to keep you alive, to digest your food, to heal your wounds, to move your hands and feet. The mastery of awareness invites you to be loyal to your body as it has always been loyal to you. You can begin by thanking it. You can simply say right now in your heart, "Thank you, my body, for caring for me all these years, even when I didn't know how to care for you." This simple gratitude starts to change the relationship between your mind and your body. In many people's inner dream, the mind behaves like a tyrant or an abuser toward the body. It says things like, you're ugly, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too old, you're not strong enough, you're not attractive. The body feels these thoughts like poison. It carries the tension of shame, the heaviness of self-rejection. With awareness, you no longer allow the mind to speak to your body in this way. You become a guardian. You can gently tell the mind, "No, I will not talk to my body like this. My body is innocent. My body is a miracle. My body is the temple where life expresses itself as me." The body is matter, and like all matter, it has a beginning and an end. One day, the body will return to the earth. That is natural. But the force that moves the body, the energy that makes your heart beat and your lungs breathe, that energy is life. Life is not limited to the shape of your body. Life is the invisible presence that animates everything, the plants, the animals, the stars, the oceans. Life moves through you. Life is not against you. Life is your greatest lover. When you become aware, you begin to see your existence as a romance between life and matter. Life kisses matter and your body appears. Life kisses matter and a tree appears. Life kisses matter and a bird sings. Life kisses matter and a child laughs. You are that kiss. You are not just the body. You are that mysterious sacred presence that looks through your eyes and says, I am. When you forget this, you fall back into the dream of suffering. In that dream, love is full of conditions. I love you if you behave the way I like. I love you if you make me feel safe. I love you if you never leave. I love myself if I am successful, if I am beautiful, if I am perfect. Conditional love is not really love. It is a contract. It is an agreement built on fear. Conditional love tries to control. It tries to control you and it tries to control others. With conditional love, you keep score. You remember every mistake, every wound, every disappointment. You say, you did this to me, so now I will do this to you. Relationships become a war of who is right and who is wrong, who wins and who loses. Inside, the main character suffers. You feel alone, misunderstood, betrayed. Unconditional love is different. It does not mean you accept abuse. It does not mean you let others harm you. It means you no longer base your love on conditions. I love you as you are, and I love myself as I am. I may choose to stay close to you or to walk away, but my love is not a punishment and not a reward. It is simply the recognition that you and I are both expressions of the same life. Unconditional love begins with you. You cannot give to others what you refuse to give to yourself. If you demand perfection from yourself to deserve your own love, you will demand it from others too. If you reject yourself whenever you fail, you will reject others when they fail. If you are harsh with yourself, you will be harsh with them. That is the way the mind works. With awareness, you can begin to treat yourself differently. You can say, I love myself with all my imperfections. I love the parts of me that are afraid, the parts that make mistakes, the parts that still believe lies. I love myself enough to tell myself the truth. I love myself enough to change the agreements that hurt me. This is the key. Trying to change the secondary characters in your story is a never-ending battle. You cannot control what others think, feel, or do. They are also living in their own dream, believing their own lies, struggling with their own judge and victim. When you understand this, you stop taking their actions so personally. You see that most of what they do and say is about their own dream, not about you. If you want to change your world, you change the main character and the agreements that shape that character. The main character is how you see yourself. The agreements are the rules and beliefs you have accepted as true. Some agreements were given to you by your family. We are this kind of people. We believe this. We fear that. We don't do this. We always do that. Some agreements came from religion, culture, school, or society. Some you created yourself based on painful experiences. They hurt me, so I must protect myself and never trust again. I was rejected, so I must be unlovable. These agreements are like laws in your inner dream. The mastery of awareness allows you to question these laws. You can see that many of them are unfair, unkind, and unnecessary. You can choose which agreements to keep and which to let go. This is not about blaming anyone. It is about taking responsibility for your own dream. You can create new agreements based on truth and love. Agreements like, my word creates my world, so I use it with kindness and respect. Nothing others do is because of me. They are living in their own dream. I do not assume, I ask, I listen, I seek clarity. I always do my best, and my best changes from moment to moment. When you live these kinds of agreements, you do not become perfect. You become free. You stop fighting reality. You stop fighting yourself. You start living in harmony with who you really are. To master awareness, you must practice. This is not an idea you understand once and then forget. It is a way of living. You wake up each day and you watch your mind. You notice when it goes back to old patterns. You notice when you take something personally, when you make assumptions, when you use your word against yourself, when you judge your own best as not enough. Instead of punishing yourself for these moments, you simply become aware. You may say to yourself, I see, in this moment I believed an old lie. That is okay. I will tell myself the truth now. This is how you transform the dream, not by violence, but by gentle, steady awareness. You do not need to fight the darkness. You simply turn on the light again and again. Your best will not always look the same. On some days, your body is full of energy. Your mind is clear. Your emotions are calm. On those days, your best might look like amazing productivity, deep presence, big acts of love. On other days, your body is tired, your mind is clouded, your heart is heavy. On those days, your best might be simply to be kind to yourself, to rest, to breathe, to not harm yourself further with cruel thoughts. When you judge your best, you create more suffering. You say, I should have done more, I should have been better. But this is only the judge talking. The truth is that you did what you could with the awareness and energy you had in that moment. Your best is not a fixed standard. It is a living expression of who you are right now. Awareness invites you to respect your own limits, to respect your body's needs, to respect your emotional state, and still move forward with integrity. In every situation, you can ask, given who I am in this moment, what is the most loving action I can take for myself and for others? When you act from this question, you are doing your best. The mastery of awareness is not about controlling your thoughts so that you never feel fear or anger again. It is about seeing fear and anger when they arise without becoming them. It is about recognizing there is fear in my body, there is anger in my mind, but I am the awareness that sees this. I do not have to act out this fear or this anger. I can choose a different response. This choice is always available in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future, but here and now. The past is a memory. The future is an imagination. The only place where you can change anything is here. In this moment, you can feel your body. You can feel your breath entering and leaving your lungs. You can feel the weight of your body on whatever is supporting you. You can notice the sounds around you, the sensations inside you. And in this simple noticing, you are already practicing awareness. Your mind may try to run away. It may say, yes, but what about tomorrow? What about that conversation? What about that mistake years ago? You can gently smile and say, thank you, mind. I see you. And right now, I choose to be here. I choose to feel this moment. As you practice this presence, you will see that many are. Have your old stories begin to soften? They lose their power. They are like dreams you wake up from. The characters that once terrified you, the memories that once controlled you, begin to look different. They no longer define you. They become part of your past, but not your prison. You are not the story of your wounds. You are not the story of your failures. You are not the story others told about you. You are the artist who can use all of these elements to create something new. Even your suffering can become part of a beautiful masterpiece when you allow awareness to transform it. Perhaps you have felt ashamed of your past. Maybe you have done things you regret or stayed in situations that hurt you for too long. With awareness, you can embrace all of that and say, yes, this is what happened. This is part of my story, but now I see. Now I choose to live differently. Now I choose to love differently. Now I choose to speak to myself differently. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from a deep well of experience. Every mistake taught you something. Every heartbreak opened a door to more compassion. Every moment of confusion pushed you to search for clarity. Life has been preparing you for this awareness. In this very moment, you can make a new agreement with yourself. I will no longer abandon myself. I will no longer be my own enemy. I will no longer use my word to poison my own heart. From now on, I will use my awareness to bring truth where there were lies, love where there was fear. As you honor this agreement, your relationships begin to change. You no longer demand that others fill the emptiness inside you. You no longer expect them to heal your wounds. You see clearly, only you, with your awareness and your love, can truly heal your inner world. Others can support you, inspire you, or challenge you, but they cannot live your dream for you. You may choose to set boundaries, to walk away from relationships that are full of abuse and disrespect. But you do this not from hatred, not from revenge, but from love. Love for your own life, love for your own body, love for your own heart. You understand that staying in hell does not help anyone. You can say, I love you and I love myself. I will not stay where my soul is constantly violated. I will bless you and continue on my path. In this way, you become the main character of your story in a new way. You are no longer a victim of the dream. You are a conscious artist. You make choices based on truth, not on fear. You make agreements that respect your dignity and your joy. Remember, each person you meet is also living in their own dream. They also have a judge and victim insight. They also carry lies and truths. They react from their own wounds and their own agreements. When you truly understand this, compassion grows in your heart. You do not excuse harmful behavior, but you understand its roots. You see that everyone is doing the best they can with the awareness they have. You do not need to fix or save others. Your task is to be responsible for your own dream. When you change the way you see yourself, the whole world you experience changes because the main character has changed. It is as if the colors of your inner movie become brighter, the sound softer, the story more loving. The mastery of awareness is a daily practice. You wake up and you remember, today I live in a dream. Today I am the main character. Today I choose truth over lies, love over fear, presence over distraction. You will forget many times. That is okay. Every time you remember again, you are practicing, you are building a new habit. If you feel lost, you can always return to the simplicity of your breath. Just feel yourself breathing, feel the life moving in and out. In that movement, you are reunited with what you really are, the force of life playing as a human, playing as you. Awareness grows each time you tell yourself the truth. I feel sad. I feel angry. I feel jealous. I feel afraid. These are not failures, these are moments of honesty. Once you are honest about what you feel, you can choose what to do with those feelings. You are no longer hiding from yourself. As you become more honest, your word becomes more impeccable. You stop speaking against yourself. You stop repeating lies about your worth. You stop gossiping about others because you see that every word you speak paints your inner world. You stop using your word to spread fear and you start using it to spread love and clarity. With awareness, you also stop taking things personally. If someone criticizes you, you remember they are speaking from their dream. Maybe they are projecting their own pain. Maybe your actions touched a wound in them. You listen, you consider if there is truth in their words, but you do not let their opinion define your value. You remain loyal to yourself. You also stop making so many assumptions. Instead of building stories in your mind about why someone did or did not do something, you ask, you clarify, you communicate. When you said this, I felt hurt. Is that what you meant? This simple willingness to ask instead of assuming can save you much suffering. And when you fail, when you forget, when you fall back into old habits, you remember, I am learning, I am practicing, my best is enough. You forgive yourself, you stand up again, you keep walking. One day you will look back and realize how much your inner world has changed. The voices in your mind will be quieter. The judge will have less power. The victim will have less influence. In their place, you will hear a new voice, a calm, loving presence that guides you gently. That voice is not a new character. It is your own awareness, your own connection to life. You will begin to feel that you are both the dream and the dreamer, both the artist and the masterpiece. You will see that you are not separate from life. You are life, expressing itself in your unique way. You will feel a natural gratitude for simply being here, for the chance to love, to create, to learn, to transform. Right now, in this moment, you can take a deep breath and feel this truth. You are enough as you are. You are not finished. You are in process. You are not broken. You are unfolding. Your awareness is growing little by little, and that is all that is needed. Awareness will show you what to release and what to keep, what to say yes to and what to say no to. The mastery of awareness is not a destination. It is a way of walking through life. With each step, you bring more light to your dream. With each breath, you choose love instead of fear, truth instead of lies. With each day, you become more yourself, the self that was always there beneath the layers of conditioning. You do not have to know how the whole story will end. You only need to be present for the chapter you're in now. You only need to treat this chapter with respect, with kindness, with curiosity. If you give your full presence to this moment, the next moment will be born from that presence, and so on and so on. Your life is sacred, not because of what you achieve or how others see you, but because it is a unique expression of life's love for itself. There will never be another you. No other person will dream exactly your dream. No one else can bring your particular flavor of awareness, your particular music of the heart into the world. So I bless your journey. I bless your body, this loyal companion that carries you through your days. I bless your mind with all its confusion and brilliance, with all its old stories and new possibilities. I bless your heart with all its wounds and all its capacity for love. May you remember again and again that you are not the lies you learned. You are not the judgments you received. You are not the fear that visits you. You are the one who sees, who feels, who chooses. You are the artist of your dream. May you treat your word as sacred, using it to heal, not to harm. May you take nothing personally, knowing that everyone lives in their own dream. May you stop making assumptions and instead open your heart to truth. May you always do your best, and may you know that your best is enough. In this very moment, may you accept yourself as you are. May you offer yourself the kindness you have been waiting for from others. May you relax into the truth that you are worthy of love, not because of what you do, but because you exist. Today, let your awareness be your guide. Let it show you where you still believe lies, where you still practice conditional love, where you still abandon yourself. And let that same awareness gently lead you back to truth, back to unconditional love, back to yourself. Your story is still being written. Your dream is still unfolding. With awareness, every breath can be a new beginning.